This is the Draft Labs Tournament Series on blue side. We have the God Squad. Eddie the God on Exiled Wings, Broadskin, and S1W4. S1W4 subbing in for, I believe his name is like Michael the God or something like that. They have a couple of guys with the God tags at the end of their name. And it's a very cool tag. If they could all get it, it would be, you know, work in the same fashion as Team Villain, those tags, just adding that little bit of early mind games. Thanks, Exile Senpai. I appreciate that, man. I'm glad you like my sweater. And on red team, Counter Instigate, Ocean Eyebrows, V8, Failure at LOL, and Techno Kitten. A lot of these guys returning from the stream, coming in from the stream as well. I appreciate everybody for tuning in. All of you guys who ended up wanting to join the tournament series after seeing the stream, and I really appreciate it, and I'm glad you guys actually made it happen. Now we have 3 bands out thus far. Morgana, Zareth taken out by Eddie the God, and Blitzcrank taken out by Ocean Eyebrows. Ocean Eyebrows been awaiting this match for so long, and a special shout out to Ocean Eyebrows, your first team-oriented, your first actual team tournament match. Congratulations, man. I wish you all the luck in the world. All the luck that I'm not giving to the God Squad right now, I wish on to you. V8 asked me to join a team. I have no idea how this works. This is nothing special, dude. No special rules. 4v4 draft on Howling Abyss, bro. Just play to win. Play to win, dude. Play to win. Pick good champs. If you need to, failure at MOBAs. If you need to, you can go scroll down on the stream, hit our Draft Labs champion tier list, or Howling Abyss champion tier list rather, and you'll be brought up with a big spreadsheet that shows you the strongest champions on this map. You're more than welcome to do so. It'd be a great utility here for you in this pick ban phase. Now, next 3 bans taken out here are with Zareth and Lux taken out by Eddie the God, and Varus taken out by Ocean Eyebrows. Now he's sitting on his 3rd ban. These bans so far are all super standard. I wouldn't expect that the God Squad would come out with such nice bans for this map right off the bat. I mean, these guys have only played in 1 tournament series with us before. They did pick up the W, but like I mentioned, I didn't think their experience was there, but their bans so far are really good. Last ban is Ziggs taken out by Ocean Eyebrows. That puts Eddie the God into a nice position. There's a lot of champions he can take here. Eddie the God, he's hovering over his pick. It looks like he's going to snag that Ezreal. And this is just another thing, man. These guys are surprising me so far in this pick ban phase. I didn't expect they would be able to show this experience. I mean, these guys, they watch the stream. You know, these guys, they're here on stream. They're listening to me talk. They're listening to what I have to say. And it really shows here. They snagged that Ezreal first pick. My single favorite first pick for blue side in the game, because he brings so much strategic diversity. There is nothing that he doesn't fit with. You can build any style of composition from here on out with Ezreal, and you know you're going to have a strong early game, and you know that you're going to be able to bring whatever damage type you need into the later stages of the match to counter out whatever the enemy team has brought here. So that's really, really nice hit, really nice pick from him right off the bat. First 2 lock-ins from Counter Instigate. They're going to drop Ocean Eyebrows, taking his Zed, and they're going to also drop the Galio. You can see as their chart comes up, they've taken a chart that isn't quite, actually a little bit stronger in terms of the comp score, but isn't bringing out the heavy stats from the left side that Ezreal does. This is a very aggressive first start right here. Now V8 on his Galio. Galio is a strong champion. We've seen a lot of play of him in the tournament series for the past few weeks, mostly from Vayvictus. They really prioritize that Galio. And in this case, he's going to work out well because he can work well with the aggression from a Zed. You know, he can engage with the Zed. He can definitely do it. Most likely would need flash, but he can do it. And he also has good poke and good wave clear to subsidize for whatever it is they need to pick here as their next 2 picks. Need to take as their next 2 picks. Excuse me. On Exiled Wings, taking the Scion for the God Squad, and Broadskin going with the Orianna. This is a nice build coming out so far for them, and they're really taking advantage of that Ezreal. They said, okay, they picked 2 engaging style champions. We probably need some crowd control, but we still have to keep a standard composition going here with good poke and good wave clear. Okay, well, we have the Ezreal. We know we've got poke. We know we got an early game lead. We know our early game poke is going to be good. Our phase 1, you could say, of the match, the laning phase is going to be good. So we can take a tank here. We can take the Scion. He brings wave clear, and he brings good crowd control. Awesome, let's do it. Now what do we need on top of that? Well, we don't really know what they're going to take for their last 2 picks. So let's bring in somebody who's really well-rounded and we know we're going to be able to work with even further from here. There's so many options now with this Orianna, so they picked her, and now they have so many different things they can do. But now that I'm looking at the next 2 picks coming in from Counter Instigate, I'm going to say that there's going to be a difficult decision to be made here by the God Squad. We've seen a Sivir come out by Failure at Law and Techno Kitten taking the Sona. This is a tough decision because they've built a good squad. They can take a healer here. They can take a counter healer here like a Nami if they need to, or a Janna if they need to. They can do that at this point because they've built their first 3 champions so well. And I gotta say that the last 2 picks from Counter Instigate were really good as well, because Sivir and Sona, both very strong picks on this map, going to provide the mobility for Galio that he needs in order to make engages. Same goes for the Sona. They're bringing in more crowd control plus more wave clear and poke. Excuse me. These are all things that they're going to be able to use throughout this match at every single phase. Well played. Now the last pick from Satem ends up being a Karma. Got to give special props to Satem for taking the Karma, one of my favorite champs in the game. My number 2 favorite champ, as a matter of fact, number 2 favorite champ in the entire game. I love her skins. I love her playstyle. Karma is my go-to, you guys. Karma and Nami are my go-to champions. So just in case you ever play against me, don't ban out either of those, because I don't have many other champions under my belt, considering how little I get to play this game from for the past few months. Now, with those 2 picks locked in, with that pick locked in, we are going to see our finalized chart here in the center of the screen. Now, for those of us who are wondering, what the heck is this? This is our Style Stats Team Composition Strength Calculator. This is a radar chart that, as you can see, is producing 2 shapes, 1 for each squad, and those shapes help us compare and contrast the differences in the strengths and weaknesses of each squad based on these 6 criteria: disengage, engage, nuke, which is burst damage, wave clear, siege, and poke. We can see that both these teams have built very similar compositions. There is aggressive potential from both, there is defensive potential from both, and there is a decent amount of ranged trading potential, you could say, in poke from both teams as well. Very, very similar. This is one of the closest matches we've seen in a long time. Also, both teams building very good team compositions in terms of our comp scores as well. And all these comp scores are derived from our Howling Abyss champion tier list, which once again you can find on our website at stylelabs.com, or you can find simply by scrolling down on the stream down to our panels, and you will see the button there for the Howling Abyss champion tier list. Now, both teams taking a right side heavy squad, but it doesn't look like it. These are very unique squads. If you look at the champions, you'll say, well, this is a squad that's going to want to play the way that Team A-Man played. They want to sit back and they want to poke and they want to push down the towers. But when you look at the charts, it's exactly the opposite of what Team A-Man built. They have much more aggressive potential. They have much more burst damage coming out here, but they are, in fact, lacking in the siege and the poke. But both teams are, which is good. This is a really difficult match for me to call. You can see how close everything is. The shapes, the comp scores, 503 to 513. Very close here. Now, from this, I'm going to have to look at the individual champions coming out and find the synergy. There's definitely Wombo combo potential coming out from blue. We have Orianna in combination with a Scion. There's some fairly easy Wombo combo coming out there because Scion's engage. It puts him a very long distance, but he moves very slowly. Well, not very slow. I mean, he moves fairly fast, but not too fast for somebody's fingers to find him. If you try to Wombo combo something like a Katarina, her Shinpo is a little bit too fast, and you might not be able to follow her with your fingers. Or with your mouse, excuse me. Whereas Eddie the God is not going to have a difficult time throwing his ball onto Satem 4 to make some sort of Wombo combo engage. And it could work out very well for them, especially in combination with a Mantrid Q from Karma. There's a lot of damage potential there. Whereas Red Team, we're seeing them with more of an all-in off of one good play. I can see that them getting a really, really nice series of kills off of one good Galio ultimate or one good Sona ultimate. And in my opinion, it really rests on those 2 champions. If V8 has his flash, he flashes in, catches 3 out, you can expect that Sona's going to follow with the stun. Failure at Law is going to follow with as much AoE damage as possible, and Ocean Eyebrows is going to follow with his own engage. So I see Red Team being more of a combo-oriented team, where they're going to need to capitalize on one form of poke and then pretty much throw everything they have into that, which is going to be really their only option because, they will be able to blow everything, and that's what they're going to require, especially with Sivir's ultimate not doing damage. Whereas I'm seeing from blue side is more of a standard comp, you could say, more of one that is more able to fare well in all aspects of the game. With Red Team's ultimates down, with Galio's ultimate and Sona's ultimate down, they lose a lot of their power. So those are the 2 champions to keep your eyes on in this match, Galio and Sona, for counter Instigate. These guys are going to have a lot of pressure on their shoulders, and they're definitely going to have to take the game on their shoulders as well. Now, a lot of the times when we see a Zed played, he wants to go aggressive and he wants to start fights off of his ultimate. In this specific scenario, I don't know if that's going to work. Champions, when they get ulted by Zed, tend to run away. And if you ult as Zed too early and you force the enemy team to run away from you, then it could cue Galio not being able to get his ultimate off, or Sona not being able to get his ultimate off. Now, if we see Galio open up, then it's going to give Zed much easier of a time to make an engage there. So that's what I would expect from Ocean Eyebrows. You know, there's other circumstances as well, which I don't think are going to come quite as often. Zed opening onto an enemy target, isolating them down, and while he's auto-attacking them, the rest of the enemies close in, kind of close the gap, and all move towards him to counter-engage, in which case he can shadow swap his way out of there, and it would actually give Galio a much easier ultimate if he had the flash available, or if he had a Sivir ultimate onto him, to get 3, maybe 4 members inside. But that one's going to happen much less often in this case. Pro Shinobi says we have the same favorite style. Oh, dude, Nami, Karma, cannot go wrong with either of those two champions. They're so awesome, dude. So awesome. Nami is just a beast. Nami is just a freaking beast, man. The way she shows up every once in a while in competitive play and like professional play, yet still wins games, dude, can't go wrong. Can't go wrong. Alright, you guys, we have loaded up onto the Abyss. This is the Draft Labs Tournament Series, match 1 of our second set here on our first day of week 4. Of the season 1. I know it's a mouthful. We have counter Instigate on red side and the God Squad on blue. God Squad, 1 series victory. 1 set victory rather under their belt, whereas counter Instigate, a brand new team here with us. Counter Instigate, they do get themselves a decent little bush control. The God Squad have seen them, but they're not going to go in on it because they know they're all in there. The only problem is that Failure at Law is not here. I'm not sure where he went. And he needs to make his way back, or else his team pretty much instantaneously concedes out this early game lead. Now Brodskin ended up actually trading out unfavorably there, excuse me, to the Zed, but it's still not an unsurmountable thing. They still ended up losing this early game forward advantage. They still lost it because their Sivir was not there. It's such an incredibly important thing to have your entire team there as quickly as possible. It's so, because what happens now is you can see how quick. Ooh, that was not a good E from Satan. He didn't get very many minions caught inside of it. Same goes for the Q. Only 2 minions. That wave clear from Satan could have been so much better there. He's got good forward positioning, but you can see that counter Instigator actually getting this wave cleared out at the same exact speed. That doesn't happen when you're playing against a Scion. Those were a few spells that could have been used in much better fashion there from Satan in order to get his team that early lead. They're still holding on to it, but just keep in mind that counter Instigate were in fact able to move forward and clear out that wave. Once again, another E from Scion that doesn't go towards wave clear, only goes towards poke. Ends up getting blocked out, most of it as well. They move away from that stun pretty well, and it separated them and it forced them backwards, so now the remaining members of the God Squad were actually able to clear out this wave very quickly with no true counter clear here, but that's only 1 wave. And there's still a Sivir. She should be able to take this wave out pretty quickly. Same goes for the Galio. They should be able to clear out waves very quickly. As of right now, it's just a wave clear battle, you guys, and Satan is doing his best to zone out the enemy members, but he has so much to contribute to the actual wave clear itself that he could really be putting it over the top. Another E goes there. Only hits 1 minion that time, and that's just such a surprising thing for me. Such a surprising thing for me to see is not taking advantage of this incredible amount of Scion wave clear that he brings, especially to the early game. You combo that E into the Q, a fully charged Q, that's a whole wave cleared like right away. I do like his positioning though. I mean, he's holding this bush very well. And counter Instigator respecting it. They're respecting it pretty hard. They want to move forward though. I mean, they still want to find something, which is good. This is a really tense early game, by the way, you guys. They're still looking for something. They have the Sona, so if they go forward and they trade, even if it's unfavorably, give it a minute and it's going to end up being back in their favor. They just simply need to get the damage down so that it sticks. They're trying to, but Satan with his positioning is zoning them away, keeping his allies safe. it seems like it's an aggressive play, but it's not. It's truly a defensive play because his teammates are able to focus down the minions, get the CS they need, while he's keeping them safe from all this potential poke coming out from counter Instigate. On Exiled Wings, you can see right as soon as Satan moves away from that bush, Exiled Wings moves forward, Exiled Wings gets punished out by Ocean Eyebrows. Really well done. Nice dodge there from Failure at Law, but ends up moving right into a Karma Q, a Mantrid Q. Just gets some mana for it, though. Super tense early game, you guys. And with a Sona here, it's just... You can only imagine what's going to happen later on in the game with a Sona at Counter Instigate's side. There isn't very much aggression coming out from the God Squad right now. They're playing this early game very slow. And Sadam is doing a great job of keeping his team safe, but it's not a good enough job to take down a Sona. It's not a good enough job to break through those Sona heals. And that's another issue that I have with the Scion playstyle right now, is that he's focusing so many of his wave-clearing spells specifically on poke, but you're poking out a Sona squad. You're poking out a Sona team. Here comes a possible stun. Nope, V8 dodges it really well. Actually comes out unscathed from that. That shield from Galio is still really strong as well. There we go. There we go. That's what we're looking for, you guys. You can see how much of an advantage that can give to his team. He actually concedes that early bush control only for a second, and his team is able to clear out that minion wave before the enemy squad can take out even one single minion. And now, this is the first siege opportunity. They only got a couple of minions under there, but that's the first siege opportunity of the entire game because Satan decided to contribute his spells to the wave clear rather than to the poke. And that just, once again, I didn't get to finish my point before, but you're using your wave clearing spells on poke against a Sona squad, who's just going to be able to simply heal it out. It's a waste of mana, it's a waste of resources, and it just isn't contributing too much to this early game. Another possible stun from Sadam, not gonna land. Nice Mantra Q there from Karma, but once again, just gonna get healed up. There's no problems here for Counter Instigate. They're just playing so... It's such an easy early game for them. They're defending really well. They're getting the CS that they need. They're going to hit that level 6 at just about the same exact time. Broadskin, he dropped his ultimate really quickly, but Techno-Kitten gonna even more easily be able to heal that one out. There's an engage from Sadam. He locked so many down. It was actually the Orianna ultimate that dropped first. Flash, disengage, flash counter from V8. He locks down 3. Sadam now taken low. Doesn't end up getting dropped. The heals come down. He does die eventually. Now he's in his passive form. Eddie the God in the backline. Still only 2 kills in favor of red team so far and 1 in favor of blue. And that skirmish is gonna end in a 2-for-1. As Sign only ended up going underneath the tower. That's the only thing he could do. That engage came as a big surprise to me, so we're going to watch that one again. It all started as Ocean Eyebrows gets locked down here. He takes a lot of damage, but that Galio shield was so clutch. It kept him alive for just long enough for him to be able to at least get enough of the enemy's aggression away so that V8 can go forward and get that nice 3-minute ultimate off. That was the big tide turner. Satan, he gets ulted by himself by Techno-Kitten. That's another mistake in my opinion to not get any of the carries into that Sona ultimate because that's your only other big ultimate here besides the Galio one. Failure at Law is doing a great job of getting a lot of members low here for the God Squad, and now as Eddie the God gets taken out a little bit too low, an easy kill for Techno-Kitten goes in, and then the quick disengage from Counter Instigate to seal the deal on that fight in the 2-for-1 trade. After that long early game where the God Squad had the advantage pretty much the entirety of the whole, the entirety of the 6 minutes of the early game, that they still weren't able to get anything from it. They haven't done any damage to the tower. They lost that team fight, and right now things are looking really good for Counter Instigate in my opinion. They definitely just Counter Instigated for sure, for sure. Fits really well with their team name. For sure, for sure. We have 2 members of the God Squad coming back with high health and new items. Oh, that's a big little chunk there on Exile, on Exiled Wings. Ocean Eyebrows goes forward, does get the kill. Nice pick for him. Another little bit of money going over in favor of the Zed. He got killed first in the last fight, so he wasn't able to get much out of it. Now he evens things up 1-to-1. Comes back with his ultimate still available, capitalizes. Well played. It's most likely going to be back up at around the same time as the Galio ultimate will. Same goes for the Sona, so that's a big pick there for Ocean Eyebrows, and well played on his part to go in and capitalize on the Karma while she was still low. Also, same goes to Techno-Kitten. Well played to actually focus the Karma down and allow Zed to move forward like that. See, now that we're getting to level 7 and level 8, it's more okay for Satem to use those spells for poke because they're doing a lot more damage. Nice combo there. Nice AoE combo. Karma gets the mantra Q. Ezreal follows up through the bottleneck with his ultimate. Well played. Lands 3. Lands on a 3. Karma hits 2. Ezreal hits 3. Now, that's good damage. That's really good damage, but they need to act on it quickly because Sona is going to be able to heal that up. You, like I said, you leave it for 1 minute, 2 minutes without actually putting on some instant aggression to capitalize on that damage, and Sona already back up to full health, Furia low, already back up to snuff, and you're not going to be able to actually capitalize on that. So that was a lot burned there. 2 ultimates burned there for really nothing in the end game. Just cooldowns. That's it. V8, he might be looking for something. He was just looking to punish out, and Sona is keeping counter Instigate in this game right now. Her heals are so crucial. And this also isn't a terrible thing. You know, not being able to gain much from this early game for the God Squad isn't a crucial thing for them. Because as I mentioned before the game started, in my analyzation, is that the God Squad have built a squad that can really fare well in any aspect, in every single part of the game. So it doesn't really matter how long Sona keeps this game going. The God Squad are going to be able to make something happen. They just have to synergize well, and they have to coordinate themselves. Nice little combo there from Satem. That's actually something I wanted to highlight here. I know this is the tournament series, and these aren't the types of things that I should be highlighting, but watch this very last minion. Watch what Satem does. He uses the E, and then blows up his... Watch this. He uses the E... Oh, he actually didn't end up getting it. That's unfortunate. Maybe he did. He did. He got the... I don't know. I don't even know. I was thinking that you can use the E on Sion and then blow up your shield to get the kill on the minion while it's flying away, yet still get the damage from its motion onto the enemy team members. That's what it looks like, but it seemed like it was a few frames behind there. It's tough to say. We'll have to do some more research on that one. We'll use that. We'll do that in Performance Labs. This is the tournament series, not Performance Labs. Sorry, I'm just getting a little bit distracted, you guys. The God Squad's still holding on to their forward positioning. Not really giving much up, and this is finally their first siege opportunity. They're moving forward. Ooh, there's an ultimate on the Ocean Eyebrows. He gets taken low, he flashes and shadow swaps to get away from that one. He does survive. The ultimate dropping from Failure at Law. Another ultimate from Sona lands on a Satem once again, but also locks down Broadskin. He gets shielded up, and he survives as well. This might be a teamfight that doesn't really go anywhere, but we do got to keep our eyes on the cooldowns that are available. Orianna ultimate dropped. Sion's is available. Ezreal ultimate dropped. Karma has hers. There's an ultimate from Ocean Eyebrows. He pops onto Broadskin. He gets away really quickly, but another 3-man ultimate from V8 falling. That's that odd situation that I mentioned wouldn't happen very often, but now there's still so many cooldowns available for blue team and not so many available for red that they were pushed too far forward, and the counter engage from the God Squad is going to land them 1, 2, 3 kills. Now Failure Law locked in. Might take a good bit of damage here. Should be able to defend this one by himself, though. He's looking for kills. Almost snags one of Satem. Not going to quite be the case, and Failure Law doing a great job of 1v4ing here. In my opinion, should be able to defend this turret. As long as he doesn't get locked down, should definitely be able to defend here. Doing a really good job of prioritizing damage onto those minions while not taking too much from the enemy squad. There is a stun and there might be capitalization. That is the case, but 2 kills traded in favor of Ocean Eyebrows. He gets Satem and he gets Eddie the God down there. Nice play by Failure at Law, defending the turret and then allowing for the lucky timing from Ocean Eyebrows to come in and snag 2 kills. Really well played. After that double kill goes down for the Zed, counter Instigate. They're making themselves a counter push. They're counter instigating once again. V8 is healing so much off of those vines, man, off of those tethers. Nice kill from Ocean Eyebrows. He's got himself a Last Whisper and a Brutalizer right off the bat. That's a big power spike for him, man. 3 and 2 now, and he actually had that Brutalizer and Last Whisper last time he came in. Last time he ended up, excuse me, before his last 2 kills. So he's got 2 kills that he's hitting on right now that he still has yet to buy items with. You can see 876 gold on his person, and he's only been back in the game for 1, maybe even 2 minutes. Some poke dropping, nothing too crazy, nothing too crazy. With the combination of wave clear from Sion and Orianna, Counter Instigate don't really have too much choice but to kind of give up. Same goes for the pressure from Sion as well. The combination of the wave clear and the pressure from Sion and Orianna really forces Counter Instigate back into this position that they're at right now. They don't really have too much of a choice, but they're a team that can thrive back there. They have heals, they can take damage, they can out-trade the enemy team, they can defend their turret, they have wave clear. There's no reason for them not to be back there, as a matter of fact. So the God Squad gonna have to make something big happen. There's an ultimate from Sadum. It gets blocked away by a spell shield. V8 goes in, gets a nice ultimate right off the bat. That allows Ocean Eyebrows to capitalize. He's moving in the backline, snared. Now he's dropped, but Sona comes in to save him. Doesn't end up working out. It does end up working out. He swaps away. This is 3 kills now going over in favor of Red Team. Just so many crazy things happening. Ocean Eyebrows ended up juking off of my screen. I didn't even see it. I thought he died. And 3 kills now going over in favor of Counter Instigate as they make a wonderful, wonderful engage there off of a faulty engage from the God Squad. Let's watch that one again. Sadum. First mistake, Sadum. He ulties in onto Failure at Law. There is no reason that you should be ulting onto a Sivir with her spell shield available. It's just so easy. Techno Kitten gets the movement speed bonus, dodges out just barely. Failure at Law, easily able to spell shield that one. The ultimate into a 2-man engage, almost a 3-man engage on a Broadskin. He's unable to do much there as he's almost zoned out as well. Here's the follow-up that I was mentioning. Ultimate from Galio, ultimate from Zed, he drops 1 member. The ultimate from Orianna came really late there, as a matter of fact, and only locked down Failure at Law and Techno Kitten, but still didn't do much damage. Ocean Eyebrows, here comes that big juke for him here. He takes a decent bit of damage, and it looks like he's going to fall. But watch this. Right as soon as the snare, he jukes way up there to the top of the screen. Now he's out, and the rest of his teammates are super healthy. They already got 2 kills. Satem now so far away that he's almost definitely going to get hit by a Sivir Q and be taken down. That is going to be the case. And he's dunzos, man. He's dunzos. Well played here. A 3 for 0 in favor of Counter Instigate. And now they've got a big advantage. 3 members of the God Squad down. They're going to get themselves a nice long siege opportunity here. We're 12 minutes into this game, you guys. There's a lot of siege potential coming out in terms of the items here for Counter Instigate. As long as Zed can make his way through, he's going to be forced to Shadow Dash his way out of there. Exiled Wings doing a really nice job of making sure to zone out the Zed. That's actually going to be what saves this turret in the end. Really well played. You take that Zed out of play here. It's not like Galio's doing too much damage to the turret. It's not like Sivir's doing too much damage to the... Or it's not Sivir. Sona is doing too much damage to the turret. The true threat was coming from Ocean Eyebrows on his Zed and Failure at Law. The 2 AD champions coming out from Counter Instigate and on Exile Wings. A great job. Great job to zone out Ocean Eyebrows there. Take advantage of his low health. Voidboy Will Clutch, he's giving us a shot update and now shot analysis. He says he lags at 18 minutes. Are you guys really 5 minutes ahead of me? That's kind of crazy. It's because I've been going back and getting distracted. We'll have to do a little bit of fast forwarding here as well. There's an engage from Ocean Eyebrows. He shadow swaps in, but he gets dropped really quickly. That was a tough one. That was a tough one to see. Now, ooh, nice ultimate from Orianna. That's going to be followed up by a double stun from Sadum into an ultimate from Ezreal. Nice damage, but it's still not quite enough to pick up kills. That's so unfortunate. That was such an awesome combo coming out there. A lot of crowd control stacked up, a lot of damage stacked up. It just wasn't. They just didn't quite have enough, and that's very unfortunate. So as I said, the God Squad are going to have a very similar opportunity to what Counter Instigate had after the last teamfight victory. Not quite as heavily here, and it looks like Counter Instigate are still going to be able to defend, which is really good for them. The only problem giving the God Squad a similar situation, a similar opportunity to what Counter Instigate were given after their last teamfight victory is that the God Squad have had a forward advantage this entire game. They already had a little bit of turret damage sitting down. Counter Instigate had to siege down that first turret from full health. Whereas now the God Squad, they've gotten this turret low off of that one single siege they just got off a small teamfight victory, small skirmish victory, and now they're going to hold on to their forward position to see if they get some more siege opportunities. Doesn't matter if they pick up kills. They just want to get that first turret down, and they want to be able to push this game even farther forward in terms of into the enemy base so that they can have more room to work with, you could say. There's the wave clear coming out as well for the God Squad, but there's so much on both teams, man. It's just like so difficult for either team to really make anything happen in this kind of stalemate here, in this lane phase stalemate. 15:42. This is the point at which both teams can team fight each other. if one of them gets a better jump on the other, which we can expect to happen in favor of counter instigate, because once the flash comes available for Galio, or once he gets a nice speed bonus from Failure at Law, he's going to be able to make big things happen. He was looking for it right there, and Failure at Law does pop the ultimate. Here comes the engage, but Satum counters it out really well. Actually ends up locking down V8. Ocean Eyebrows, he's in the backlines. He gets the ultimate onto Eddie, isn't quite able to secure the kill, and one kill now going over in favor of the God Squad. Eddie, he's low, but he still has his ball to assist his squad. Satum is also doing work in the backlines. A lot of crowd control going down, a lot of distraction, you could say, from his ultimate. Now he's locking down V8 and a lot of damage as well. Failure at Law looking to 1v2. It's a good opportunity to do so. Gets one kill after the flash, and Broadskin is left staying at max range to try to defend here. Nice kill for Eddie the God as well. He takes down Sona, which is really important, and that's going to end up here as a 2-for-2 in favor of Nil. My goodness, that was a long team fight. That one was really tense. Nice shield there from Eddie, man. Good synergy between those two players. Throwing that shield down right as soon as he knew that Ezreal was going to move forward and snag that relic. Really good call. I'm really impressed by both these teams right now. Sector Gaming says, hey, how the game's going? The games are going excellent, man. This is our first match of our second set here today. As you can see, we have Counter Instigate on red and the God Squad on blue. Counter Instigate have been doing just that. They've been counter engaging and doing it really well. They've made one awesome, kind of aggressive engage, but their main victories have come from the counters. Nice kill there. Galio, that's where his threat is in his range. He has a kind of like a really low range threat with his ultimate and a really long range threat with his poke spells. So Galio, really well-rounded champion on this map, really well-rounded champion in our meta. He's a good pick. He's a very good pick. More poke dropping, but that was an important E coming out from Sion as well. He didn't throw down two of them. I guess they're on such low cooldown now he doesn't really need to worry about it, but without taking that minion wave out as soon as possible. Ooh, flash engage from V8. He locks down 3. Almost gets Ezreal down low enough to kill, and Techno Kitten is looking to capitalize. Now Satum, he's once again the only one left. Ocean Eyebrows, he moves in to try to tower dive. He's unable to do so. He gets taken down before he can even pop his ultimate there, and that's going to be a big counter engage here from Satum. They do get the wombo combo off. It's a little bit behind. I don't think it ended up getting too many locked in. Orianna snags a double kill, and as Satum is in his death form, he's not tower diving, but he does snag himself a kill in the back lines. Turret goes down here as they're able to finally push the enemy team back away from it, and a 3-for-1 now in favor of the God Squad. They get themselves a really nice counter engage there, and Sion was given that counter engage, and you saw how they were looking for that ultimate as well, that wombo combo, but it came out a little bit too early and was a little bit behind. Techno Kitten now locked down, might end up being taken out. That is going to be the case. The barrier goes away just in time for Exile Wings to snag that kill, and this game has been held so tight for so long that it's just breaking apart now. One teamfight victory in favor of the God Squad, and they take down 2 towers, and now they're sieging on an inhibitor with Sona dead. This is a really good opportunity for the God Squad to take this game and bust it wide open. V8, he has no ultimate. There really is no true threat. Same goes for Ocean Eyebrow. Oh, Ocean Eyebrow's done has the ultimate, as a matter of fact. And this is a good opportunity for him, but he's sitting back so far. He's sitting back so far that he's unable to even ultimate anybody or save the inhibitor. Big mistake there from Ocean not to use that ultimate. You should expect that most of the ultis for the enemy squad are down at this point because they just used them, which they were, as a matter of fact. He's the only one with an ultimate available, and he ends up sitting back and killing minions. I'm not sure what was going on through his head right there. Nice ultimate there from Orianna. Ends up getting the nice combo down once again. Beautiful play here from the God Squad, man. These guys are doing such a great job. Satum, he gets the double knockup. Ocean Eyebrows ult in the backline, still unable to pick up a kill, and now Counter Instigate are left very low. V8, he gets slow. They might be looking to make something happen onto him, but he has his shield, and there we go. There he throws down the shield. He's just getting healed off of it, and plus Sona with her heals as well are going to keep him topped off. My goodness. You can see the team healths now, you guys. Very low for both squads, but slightly in favor of Counter Instigate. V8 snags 1 kill. They might be looking for another on Exiled Wings. Is getting aggressed by Techno Kitten. That kill goes over in favor of the Sona. Another one here for Counter Instigate and Satum and Ezreal. Satum and Broadskin both forced to disengage, back off. Or do they? They're looking to make more aggression. That's easy kills for Techno Kitten, and there isn't quite enough damage potential there to take down the Sona, especially through her heals. Another death for Satum. He goes down. He's looking to make a kill here, but Failure at Law, who seems to have built a Randuin's Omen. That's surprising to me. Seems to have built a random endowment and ends up getting the slow, and that was actually super clutch. There's an ultimate from Ezreal, but Techno Kitten pops a heal just in time, saves her teammates. Now looking for some aggression onto the Ezreal, onto said Ezreal. Yes, Exile Senpai, that was a very cool combo right there. Train, you could say. That was a really cool train. I like trains as well. Now, with the members who just went down from the God Squad coming back, they're going to be in a good advantage. They're going to have the momentum. And they also have momentum with, wow, that's a big chunk of damage. My goodness, Sona doing a lot right now. Probably going to be building into something like a Luden's Echo next, we can expect. Sona works really well with it. The movement speed keeps her safe, and the damage helps her burst, plus the AP helps her heals. It's a big item right now on this map, and it's something that I think shouldn't really exist on the Howling Abyss, in my opinion. V8, will there be knockdown? Not the case. Techno Kitten flashes forward, gets one kill, but it's countered out by an ultimate from Orianna. Zed ults in. He snags one for himself. Sivir actually picks us up, and now Sivir's looking to 1v1 in Ezreal in the backlines. There's one death now in favor of blue team, but two in favor of red. V8 gets locked down, so there might be a counter engage here. It's only Ezreal and Sion now once again. Nice exhaust onto Failure at Law. Isn't really being affected too much by it though, and Techno Kitten comes back in for a clutch kill onto the Ezreal. Failure at Law now having to deal with Satem is getting taken fairly low, but most likely won't end up going down here. Nice spell shield. Satem now going to be dropped by Failure at Law, most likely somehow staying alive still. Oh my god, how is this even happening? Satem's still alive, but now he's got his passive form, and red team are disengaging. Techno Kitten needs to throw down that mobility as quickly as possible. Satem gets dropped, and he's unable to capitalize. Oh my god, dude, Sion surviving for so long right there. Incredible. Counter Instigate doing a really nice job of defending here, you guys. We're 22 minutes in. It's anybody's game. It doesn't really matter how strong those super minions are. All they do is just clear waves faster if nobody's touching them. If red team Counter Instigate are given the option to auto attack the super minions as they are right now, it's not going to be a problem. It's not going to be a problem at all. Also, V8 can heal off of the super minions, so not a big disadvantage here for Counter Instigate, and they still have plenty of opportunity to bring this game back. Get themselves a kill, get those death timers on stutter here for the God Squad, and then make one big push in a similar fashion that the God Squad did to them. But as of right now, they haven't been able to do so. They have a nice multi-kill potential. They have a lot of good multi-kill potential on their squad. They just haven't quite been able to come through with it. Satem, he's taking a lot of damage. What are his items? He's got armor, magic resist. I like his items so far. He's got the Aegis. He's building well. There's a flash engage from V8. Locks in 3. He pops it out pretty quickly, but that allows for Orianna to get taken down very fast by Sona. Sona actually ended up popping the ultimate there on the backlines as well onto Sona. It didn't end up hitting anything, and Ocean Eyebrows is doing work in the backlines as well. We can see that he was 1v2ing there in the backlines. He picked himself up one kill, but was unable to take advantage of any more. That's unfortunate, but he does still end up bringing his team a heavier victory than what they already had. 3-for-1 now in favor of Counter Instigate. They do exactly what it is I mentioned they should have done. Get themselves a nice victory, get those death timers going for the enemy squad, and make one big push. We still have 8 seconds left on Exiled Wings. 8 seconds left now on Sion as well. Only problem is that they were having to deal with super minions, and you can see that the super minions are... What are the super minions doing? Oh man, that's so unfortunate. There was still a super minion so far back that they weren't able to take any siege off of it. That is just so unfortunate, you guys. So unfortunate that they had to deal with that specific situation where one super minion was keeping them from being able to take a turret. And that's just another one of the things that can happen when you have an inhibitor down on the enemy team. Does not. But that being said, the inhibitor is now back up. So tense, you guys. 25 minutes in. We're into that kind of the later phases of the late game. We're not into the hyper late game yet because we got to get to like 27, 28 minutes before we claim hyper late game. But at this point, it looks like it's going to go there, you guys. It looks like it's going to go there. Let's check out the gold. 1K gold lead in favor of Counter Instigate. Uh-oh, he's locked in, but he's tanky. He can take that kind of damage. Sadum does lock down Ocean Eyebrows, and that's really big for them. A nice two-man ultimate from Orianna is followed up with an ultimate from Ezreal as well. V8 locks down Sadum. That's it. That's exactly what the God Squad want. He's going to decide to keep on aggressing here after that. He gets the lockdown of Techno Kitten as well, but there isn't too much to follow, and this might just be a stale fight here. Not very many ultimates available. It depends on what Orianna can do with her slows and what Broadskin can do with his Qs. V8, he has no ultimate. He's moving forward. He's simply trying to distract. This is a good opportunity here for the God Squad to take this second inhibitor. Can they do it? It looks like they will. The Yate, he's also moving forward once again. Gets a nice Q on a 3, but Sadum rather, is doing a great job of distracting these backlines, and his pressure is just too much. His pressure is too much to allow a big engage, and Failure at Law, no ultimate. Techno Kitten, hers is back up now, but they're going to need a miracle here in order to make this one a comeback. With the second inhibitor down, it shows us what the game, it kind of gives us a background on this game so far. The game has been played in red base the entire match. Almost the entirety of this match from 10 minutes in to 26 minutes in has been played on red side of the map, and that's giving blue a big advantage. It's going to take an ace. It's going to take an ace here from Counter Instigate in order to get things back in line. But they have the potential, because if they allow Techno Kitten, who is low on mana, mind you, to get them back up to snuff in terms of health, they can make an engage right as soon as they get the ultimates again, and then already have an instantaneous advantage. Here comes the ultimate from Statham as well. He ends up not getting anybody, just runs headfirst into the tower. He's taking tower damage, forced to flash away. V8 looking for an opportunity to use his own ultimate. He does not have a flash, but he needs something to allow it. There's the ultimate from Failure at Law. It allows V8 to lock down Satan rather. And still not much damage done there. He does get taken down, but he was already very low. Ocean Eyebrow snags one kill on the backlines as well. Or excuse me, he didn't get a kill there. Orianna ended up snagging a kill. These fights are just so crazy. Eddie the God, he comes back, gets a kill on the Ocean Eyebrows as he was caught a little bit too far forward. Now Failure at Law might fall here, and this is a big kill. Sivir, a lot of the wave clear for Red Team, and will be the biggest defense here for them. 27 minutes in, over 30 seconds on 2 of the 3 members coming out from Red Team that are down. But Yate, he's standing alone. He's not have much opportunity to take down these towers, and you can see how quickly both of these Nexus turrets are falling now for Counter Instigate, and V8, he's in a tough situation. He's healing up, he's getting a lot of stuff done, but still 12 seconds on the Zed, 18 seconds on Failure at Law. Sona's back, but she's going to be the only one left to defend. Can Broadsquin make a play here? He's not. Sona gets him down on Exile win. Now, forced to run away. Oh my god, you guys. Oh my god. Oh. Crazy. V8, what's he going to do? Can he take down Exile on Exiled Wings? There was no Mantra W there. He's not able to. Karma easily able to get away with her mobility, but not poorly played by V8 there. He knows he can heal up off a lot of the other stuff that's coming down. Oh my god, this was just insane. The Nexus is now exposed. The Nexus is now very low, and it's only one push. It's only one push from the God Squad to make a victory here. Karma ends up getting taken down by Techno Kitten, who's bringing a lot of damage. Nice ultimate from Satan. This is the second time we've seen this. He ults right past the remaining members. Is he tanky enough to take this down with all 4 members on him? He gets exhausted. Does he have what it takes? There's the ultimate from Ocean Eyebrows. He's pulling so much damage here. He does end up going down, but this passive form is where the difference is really going to be made. Another ultimate drop, and he gets taken down before he can make any big things happen, but everything was dropped on him there. What an excellent play by Sadum. He pulled every little piece of damage that they could have possibly thrown onto him, minus the Sona ultimate, just to get him down to make sure he couldn't take that turret. Really nice play on his part. And once again, that's the second time we've seen that Scion play here in the Draft Labs tournament series. And the first time it was excellent. The second time, it's becoming a trend, you guys. It's becoming a trend. Thank you, Storm. Thank you, Storm, once again. Always my favorite host. My only host, but my favorite host at that. Oh my god, dude, this is just wild. 29 minutes in, we're gearing up for another long match, you guys. My throat is not happy with me. Nah, it's okay, actually. It's not so bad. I just wanted to say that. Just because it's a long match. All 8 members on the Abyss. There's an early ultimate from Techno Kitten trying to lock down on Exiled Wings. Is unable to do so and unable to take that kill. Now Sadum, he's on the back lines. He's trying to distract for as long as possible. Big combo from Eddie the God. Drops the Sona. That is a huge kill. Now Ocean Eyebrows, he's trying to get one of his own. He's putting down good damage, but Bronzeskin able to survive. That's 2 down for Red Team so far. And Sadum, he's still healthy. He can still isolate these backline members and distract them for as long as he needs to. There's a attempted stun, unable to get it. Eddie the God picks up that kill onto Sivir. Eddie the God and on Exile Wings both hanging on by a thread. V8 snags himself a kill. He's now unstoppable, but it's a 1 versus 3. Can he get 2 here on Exile Wing? Maybe a little bit too far forward. Broadskin, he's moving forward, and Sion is doing a great job. Nice ultimate there. He's going to snag himself a double kill. Now all he needs to do is go back and distract Satum, but I'm not sure if that's going to happen. Such long death timers coming out now. It's going to be up to Techno Kitten to come back and defend this one. Satum, he doesn't have the damage he needs, and Techno Kitten is now back. The damage from Techno Kitten is huge as well. Can Satum get this down? It's going to be all up to his passive form. They might need to drop even more onto him here. How much damage can he get done to this Nexus? Can he take it? Can he take it? Oh no, he can't. He can't. Oh my god, dude. Another nice play. Oh my god, and there's an inhibitor coming back up again. 31 minutes on this match, you guys. This is just wild. The God Squad unable to close once again. This is one of the best matches we've ever had here, you guys. This is one of the most exciting matches, action-packed matches we've had in the Draft Labs tournament series. This is going to make a serious VOD. It's going to take me hours to upload it, though. My goodness. Both teams, once again, just about ready to face off. It's just about who gets the better engage. I love the fact that the God Squad were able to isolate the Sona down right off the bat there. That was a really good play from Eddie the God to drop the ultimate and the W just to get Techno Kitten down, because Sona is a big factor here. The heals are only getting better and better. Now that we're at level 18, it's all up to the items. Almost 6 items all across the board. Oh my god. Satum, he's back. All 8 members. Everybody's ready to go. Ocean Eyebrows, he's looking to possibly get an engage here. He could probably swap out and make a sneaky move. Not going to be the case. He was looking for it. He was standing right at the edge of the range just to try to get something going here. There's the ultimate from Sivir. V8, he's looking to either distract Satum or get an engage in the back lines. There's an ultimate from Orianna. It whiffs. Nothing comes from it. That's a lot of burst damage taken down here for the God Squad. They're forced to back off, but they have plenty of space. They have this one mistake here with that ultimate was their one mulligan, you could say. From taking such a big lead in this game throughout, there's their one mulligan. Now all they have to do is sit back and defend, and they can defend this pretty easily. They can wait for that ultimate to come back up off cooldown. It'll be no problem. But that being said, the mulligan is now gone. That was the mulligan, and now red team, they're giving themselves a nice forward advantage. V8, does he have the flash? He doesn't. He pops the ultimate anyway, locks down Satum and Karma. Ocean Eyebrows now, he's going in onto the Karma, but the shields are too big. He gets taken down. He's unable to capitalize. Second kill in favor of counter Instigate. Satum goes down. He's trying to chase, but the movement speed is too high. Now will we see a 3 versus 3? The tank for counter Instigate is still alive. He doesn't have his ultimate, but he's alive. Techno Kitten has hers. There was a possible ultimate, but damn, big damage coming out from the Sona. Ends up taking on Exiled Wings down extremely low. There is kill potential now, but now Techno Kitten might get dropped. There's the burn. The heal comes up just in time. Oh my goodness. That would have been a big kill as well, because I guarantee you Eddie the God and Broadskin would have gone right back in. There's another ultimate. I believe that one hit the Sona as well, but Sona has the heal. Sona's got the mana and the heal, so Sona's going to be able to get back up to snuff. And we're probably just going to see these death timers running out again and have all 4 members back on the map. Counter Instigate in a good position, though. If they can get another kill, oh my god, more clutch shields coming out from Orianna there. I was going to say, if they can get another kill and they can kind of get some death timers stuttered, Counter Instigate should be able to make something big happen. They notice that they're only in a 3 versus 4. Zed taking a long time to get back here. Satum, he engages right off the bat. He's not really able to make much happen against the Sivir ultimate in terms of his stuns, but at least he can force the enemy team away from his own tower and take away their capacity to siege down a tower under duress. "34 minutes in now. Is there going to be a big engage?" V8, he ends up getting locked down, but there isn't really too much to gain from it because he had his shield on him. Satum, such a huge frontline take. Nice flash kill from Techno Kitten. This might be the difference maker. The ultimate from Orianna, unable to do quite enough damage. Same goes for the ultimate from Ezreal. Now Ocean Eyebrows, he's in the back, and he's healthy. Satum, he doesn't have what it takes to be able to take down the remaining members. Can his passive get it? No, it's not. Failure. Disengages just in time. Broadskin somehow surviving. I don't even know how much health he had. He probably had 10 health there. Oh my goodness. 2 kills going over in favor of Counter Instigate. This is their chance to even up the game. I don't know if it's enough for them to take it, but it's enough for them to even it up at least. They're going to be able to take down this turret. V8 needs to tank it up. Eddie the God slays Sona. That's so bad here, because Sona was the ability for Red Team to be able to take down this tower. You needed to have V8 tank it up and then heal him back up while he's doing so. V8, he pops his ultimate on Eddie the God. It might allow Ocean Eyebrows to pick a kill, but that's another kill going in favor of Eddie. Ocean Eyebrows, he gets taken down shortly after, and it's going to turn around in a 2 versus 3. A 2 versus 4, rather, as a 3 for 1. In a 2 versus 4, my goodness. Counter Instigate not playing that one correctly. Sona getting dropped way too fast. I don't think Techno Kitten really saw that damage coming from the Orianna, but still, I mean, that was just such an important kill, and it allowed a big trade and a big swing here of momentum in favor of the, to go in favor of the God Squad. Failure at Law getting locked down. Now's about the time for each team to start building into at least one defensive item. Sona specifically, you can see she does have some magic resist. They're going to lock her down. It might be a dead Sona here, but she's gets Sivir ultimate and is able to disengage. That's big, but they're conceding the inhibitor. The inhibitor is going to be dropped once again. But the super minions, they're nothing at this point in the game, you guys. They're nothing. They have no effect. Failure at Law, he's moving forward. Clutch save there from Techno Kitten as well. He ends up taking a lot of damage, but not falling. Still 4 members on the map. Everybody's available. Orianna's making her way back. She's going to be the difference maker. If we can see another Wombo combo or a nice ultimate from her, it's going to cue a big engage or maybe some more crowd control from Sadum and allow the God Squad to get some more kills. I think 2 kills for the God Squad and the game's over. I think 1 ace for counter what is it called? Counter CI. And the game is over. V8, he ends up moving forward. He shields himself and takes a lot of damage negation, but still ends up going down there to the Orianna. Like I said, there was that Wombo combo. They get 1 kill. Zed actually trading in the backlines for 1 as well. Make that 2 as Sivir ends up taking down Sadum. Now he's trying to get the Nexus down as low as possible. Eddie the God gets a kill on the Zed as Unexiled Wings end up getting that lockdown. Here's some good damage going on to Eddie the God as well. A big defense here from Counter Instigate. Will Eddie the God be able to snag a kill? It looks like Unexiled Wings popped the Zonia and is just enough to bait out the kill from Sivir, and now Unexiled Wings is trying to get a kill on Techno Kitten. This should be a Nexus down here. You can see Unexiled Wings is dealing a lot of damage to that Nexus. Should be able to take something here, but Techno Kitten moves forward. Shield from Sona plus burst damage from Sona is a little bit stronger than the shield from Karma plus just her auto attacks. Oh my goodness. Oh my god. Now once again a 4 for 3 in favor of counter engage, and they have just, this has happened so many times, they have just barely enough to defend this Nexus. That's just the tiniest little bit available to them to defend this Nexus. V8, he says screw it, I'm just gonna go ahead and pop this ultimate just to get these super minions down, because we gotta clear these puppies out as quick as possible. We could easily see something similar from Sion coming down, where he's gonna wait in the back, he's gonna wait for red team to be able to move forward and then pop his ultimate. This is actually a really tough situation right now. This has turned into an extremely difficult situation for Counter Instigate. The Nexus is finally low enough for Sion to be confident that he can take it down no matter what it is that Counter Instigate throw onto him while he's attacking it. So they have to guard their exits. If they were to, I'm going to pause it right now for a second. If they set up in a formation where they don't leave gaps like this of open for Sadum, I guarantee you in the next 2 seconds he's going to ultimate. And he's going to go right past, I don't guarantee that he's going to go right past here, but this is the opportunity for him. They should be setting up in kind of a 4-man line where they have everybody blocking some sort of path for the Sion, so he cannot ultimate. That would be the best thing for them to do. They also have quite no, they only have 1 flash from Failure at Law, but that flash would be best used to stop that Sion ultimate. Flash in front of him. Say if he moves forward, flashes behind him and tries to ultimate, Failure at Law should definitely be flashing forward him just to stop it, because that's game over. You let Sion start hitting this tower, that's game over. He's looking for it too. He's looking for that ultimate, looking to get past the enemy squad. But they're lining up well. They see it coming. They're playing to it. Here comes the ultimate. Looks like he's just going to try to go for a team by a victory. There is a nice little wombo there, but it only drops into V8. He doesn't have his ultimate. Ocean Eyebrows going to the backlines, jumping onto Bronzeskin, but takes so much damage. He goes down. 2 now down for red team. Failure at Law is doing some good consistent damage, but is only unable to... oh, wow, actually he's able to pick up 2 kills there. Double kill for himself, and now it's just Eddie the God versus Techno Kitten and Sion. Easy pickings here for the Nexus. That's going to be GG. I don't think Techno Kitten has the mana or the... no, definitely doesn't, especially with Sadum going into his passive form here as well. Now with Eddie the God behind, this is going to be GG here, you guys, and an easy win. Great call from Sadum. He saw an opportunity there in that very last team fight. He saw an opportunity to go forward and try to make the sneaky play and go past the enemy squad. But that probably would have left an open engage for the enemy team if he had thrown an ultimate and not gotten past them, but still had it not been a great ultimate, say if Sivir had jumped in front and spell shielded it or something like that, if he had gone for the sneaky ultimate, not getting the sneaky ultimate, but end up getting a faulty engage, it could have opened up so much opportunity for counter instigate to make a counter instigation onto the enemy, onto the God Squad, and then win the game that way. Whereas, so he decided, you know what, I'm not going to go for the sneaky play, I'm just going to go for the standard engage. He got a good one off, they locked down V8 right off the bat, they bursted him down, his ultimate was out of the question, and then as Zed was trying to close on the backlines, it was just Peel and Kite for Broadskin and Unexiled Wings. They were able to take him down so easily. Now Sivir ended up coming back and getting a double kill and making really great plays, but Satan was still alive, and Eddie the God was still alive, and they were both super healthy, and with Sona being the only one left and available, Sona was not nearly enough to be able to defend. If it was failure at LoL, most likely would have been able to defend against the Scion here, because the consistent damage would have been good. The tank busting capabilities would have been good, but just Sona, there was no chance here. So that was GG right after that team fight ended with Sona being the only one left to defend. Great game. Fantastic game. And congratulations to the God Squad for taking this one. 40 minutes, you guys. 40 minutes. Our longest match we've ever had here in the Draft Lab. I believe. It's up there. We might have had one that was like 38 or something like that, but it's up there. One of the longest matches we've ever seen here in Draft Labs. Great job. Great job. Great job. Great job. Great job. GG.